Hello and welcome to my Ouch Chimps guide with a surprisingly good and strong strategy. I will note this is not the easiest strategy to beat this map. If you want that, check out my other guide, more specifically the Grandmaster one. This strategy mostly revolves around two things. The fact that Jerry's Fire inherits buffs from everything, including Shinobi Tactics ninjas, and the fact that the Grand Saboteur ability temporarily buffs all Shinobi ninjas, which we have a lot of because it's a ninja strategy. First, we're going to start off with some different placements than normal, but they're easier, trust me. This first Dart Monkey goes as top right as possible into that corner. Just shove it in there. The second Dart Monkey goes as low as possible, while the outside of the left part of the range border touches the edge of this crack. Like this. And then this third Dart Monkey goes as high as possible, while the left side of the range border cuts through the middle of the part that's slanted up right there. If you've gotten the three placements right, you should beat round 6 with no issues. But then for round 7, you're going to upgrade your left Dart Monkey to a 001 longer range, and then you're going to set it to strong for one shot to hit the green, and then back to first for the next shot. And then you just have to switch it back to strong at some point before the blues show up. If you've done everything correctly, you should beat it no issues. Our fourth Dart Monkey goes as high as possible, while the left side of the range border is touching the edge of this crack right over here, like this. If you've done everything correctly, you should not have to micro anything for round 8 or 9. Also, this seems like a good time to mention, don't use code Dorio in the TD6 shop. Use code Ennui instead, because he needs money to fund his therapy for using Psi and Bloons solver when it is an active anti-synergy. Stop using it, please! Anyways, for round 10, place a sniper right over here and set it to last. Unfortunately, this does have a tiny bit of sniper micro, but it is a single button press, so whatever you say is irrelevant. You're going to switch it back to strong once your sniper reaches 62 pops. And if you've done everything correctly, you should just win with no issues. It'll look very close, but that's consistent, so don't worry about it. After round 11, place a sniper right over here and set it to strong. You can also do this in the middle of round 11, but I'd recommend doing it after the round just so we can keep sniper shot timing consistent. And then, after the easiest round of all time, known as round 13, no one has ever died to it, place another sniper right next to your other two and set it to strong. Place it after the round for the same reasons as before. Round 14 is pretty easy. You don't actually have to do anything. Epic. For round 15, you're going to want to place a ninja mid-round right over here, as left as possible and as central as possible. Try and place it fairly quickly, but I'm not sure you have to. Before round 18, place a ninja right over here, as right and as central as possible. Now we're going to upgrade our ninjas. First, upgrade both ninjas to a 001 Seeking Shuriken, and then we're going to want to get both of them to a 101 Ninja Discipline, and then you're going to get both of them to a 201 Sharp Shots, or Sharp Shurikens, or whatever it's called, and then both to 202s with caltrops. One final purchase before we get Geraldo. Upgrade your left sniper, or the sniper that is there, to a full metal jacket. We need that lead popping because without it we'd die. And now we can finally get Geraldo. The reason we get him this late is because we want to time his restock as best as possible. and you're going to want to place them as bottom right as possible, just for safety. Also, I do warn you, there might be a tiny bit of RNG on round 31 where a pink from the right vertical lane just shoots through and you can't do anything about it. If that happens to you, sorry. But it shouldn't. You should be fine. And now, we're going to upgrade both of our ninjas to 302 double shots. And now, once you've gotten both of your ninjas to double shot, we're going to upgrade our full metal jacket sniper to a 102 with very, very speedy shooting or something. Just do that before 35. Before 36, glue both horizontal lanes. I'm not entirely sure this is required, but it can prevent tons of RNG that happens with caltrops. And then before 37, get your very fast shooting sniper to a 202 large caliber. And then we're also going to get it to a deadly precision once you can afford it in the middle of 39. This guy absolutely carries the mid-40s and slight early 50s. And just in time for round 40, we're going to place a maelstrom on that intersection to destroy the insides of the Moab with no issues. And then, for 42, we're going to give a camo potion to our deadly precision sniper, just to reduce some RNG that can happen with the rainbows. The camo rainbows, that is. It doesn't need camo vision to see the normal rainbows, obviously. And then, for 43, glue both horizontal lanes again. This carries over all the way until round 47 and helps a lot for these rounds in reducing RNG. At some point before 47, you're going to want to remove the middle water and then place two ninjas as high and as central as possible. You're not going to upgrade these yet, these are just for placeholders to make the placements for the rest of the things we're going to do soon much easier. Once you've placed those ninjas, place two villages, one of them right over here, as high as possible next to your ninja, or below your ninja, and upgrade it to a 002 monkey commerce. Place another village right next to it with the same pathing as the other one, so a 002 monkey commerce. And then upgrade your left village to a 202 jungle drums. It should hit the deadly precision sniper, and the jungle drums effect on it is needed to beat the round. At some point before round 49, place a ninja right below the door of your left village. And then place another one directly to the right of it. And then upgrade the first ninja that you just placed to a 402 Bloonjitsu with caltrops. And then upgrade the other one to a 302 double shot with caltrops as well. And then you're also going to want to be quite skeptical of round 49 because there might be a tiny bit of RNG on it. I don't think so, but there probably could be. And then before round 50, apply a Jerry's Fire and a Sharpening Stone and a set of pickles to both of your middle ninjas. And then you're going to want to upgrade the double shot one that's in the middle to a Bloonjitsu mid-round, just to make the right Moab slightly less, possibly not at all, RNG. And now, upgrade both of those ninjas from earlier, those placeholder ninjas, to 030 Shinobi Tactics ninjas. We're going to be placing a lot of these guys. More specifically, we're going to be placing 6 on the top side for now. And the ones on the corners, you might need to get Seeking Shuriken so that they affect both of your Bloons. All of the ninjas that you place, you want them to be under double discount range. it's kind of important. And like that, if one of the ninjas can't reach both of your Bloonjitsus, you might want to get Seeking Shuriken on it so it does. Because if it's only affecting one ninja, it's not incredibly worth it. You want it to affect both. This is another good example. I definitely needed to get Seeking Shuriken on that one. Once you've gotten 6 Shinobis, we're going to stop for now, as for round 59, we actually need to get our right village to a 022 radar scanner. You might be asking, why do we need to get radar scanner if the ninjas can already see camo? Because the Jerry fires on the ninja cannot. For whatever reason, if the tower has base camo detection, they can't see it. Makes no sense. Ninja Kiwi, please fix. Yeah, make sure to get that 022 village. And then, before 60, or before 59, place one more Shinobi Ninja right over here. This brings our total up to 7 for now. And then, before 60, because our Jerry Fires have run out, and those are very important right now, apply a Jerry Fire, a Sharpening Stone, and a set of pickles to both of your Bloonjitsu ninjas. And now, before 63, get one more Shinobi Ninja. This one will go right over here on the right. Yep, right there. '63 is surprisingly easy. All you gotta do, glue both horizontal lanes, and that's it. Yep, that's all. You might also want to place another Shinobi Ninja mid-round. Right over here. No, not there. Not there. There. And now, for the next 2 rounds, you're going to place more Shinobi Ninjas until you have 18 total. You're going to want most, if not all of these, to be under double discount range. And if they can't reach both of your Bloonjitsu ninjas, just get Seeking Shuriken. That should allow it to, if it's at a reasonable distance. Anyways, I'll fast forward to when you should be done with that. You should be placing your final Shinobi toward the end of round 73. It's alright if 1 or 2 of them are not under double discount range, but it is preferred that they all are. Before round 75, you're going to apply Jerry Fires to both of your Bloonjitsu ninjas. I'm not even sure this is needed for the BFBs. But it is needed because we don't have anything that can consistently pop leads yet. So, fun. Actually, not fun. Not fun at all. And then, 76. Very easy. And after 76, upgrade any ninja under double discount to a Bloon Sabotage. We'll get this guy to our Grand Sabo later. Not right now, though. I'd recommend using a Sabotage ability for both waves of 78. I'm not entirely sure it's needed because 76 went so smoothly, but, you know, just to be safe. And here I used it on the Camo wave, but I'm not entirely sure you have to do that. Before round 80, apply the +1 damage Sharpening Stone to both of your Bloonjitsu ninjas. And round 80 requires our first ability use of the whole run. Trust me, there are quite a few. Once both of your Bloonjitsus start using their main attack, use the Sabotage. If you did this correctly, you should absolutely destroy the round. 81 is completely AFK, so no need to watch that. 82 is not just super boring and AFK. Here, I would 100% recommend using a sabotage ability on the fortified BFBs. And now, you should be able to afford your Grand Saboteur. This guy is surprisingly good now, and actually helps a ton in the run. Once we've gotten the Grand Saboteur, we're going to upgrade all of our Shinobi Tactics ninjas to Seeking Shuriken. And your Grand Sabo too. Don't forget to upgrade him. '85 is pretty easy. All you gotta do is use the Grand Sabo ability once a lot of your Shinobis start attacking. And before 86, place a Glue Gunner right up here and upgrade it to a 240 Glue Strike. Feel free to use its ability on 86, even though I'm not entirely sure it is required. It just helps make it slightly easier or something, I guess. I don't know. During 87, you're going to want to use your Grand Sabo and your Glue Strike abilities right next to each other once a lot of your Shinobis start attacking. And you can see the projectiles bouncing from one ZOMG to another. '88 is pretty simple. All you gotta do is just Glue Strike when both ZOMGs are on screen and your things start attacking. And then for 89, don't use any abilities as we want them both for round 90. But before you start the round, you're going to want to apply 2 Jerry Fires, one of them to each of your Bloonjitsu ninjas. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I did this now and not next round. Probably so I could get an extra one restocked, but yeah. Just don't use any abilities on 89 because those Jerry Fires are gonna go ham. And then round 90 is pretty easy. Just use a Grand Sabo right at the start of the round. And use a Glue Strike for the DDTs. Before 91, apply 2 Jerry Fires to 2 of your ninjas that have the most Shinobi stacks on them. Apply 1 Sharpening Stone to each of your Bloonjitsus, and then to your Grand Sabo. Camo Potion both of your Bloonjitsus. Pickle your Bloonjitsus, and, I don't know, put 2 pickles on something else random. Doesn't really matter. And then after 91, Geraldo's shop should completely restock, so you're going to want to place 3 more Jerry Fires on more Shinobi ninjas that have high stacks. Doesn't really matter which ones though. And then just apply 3 more Sharpening Stones to whatever you want, basically. Just not the Dart Monkeys, the Shinobi ninjas. And then don't place any more pickles. No, don't do that. And then place a Camo Potion on your Grand Sabo and another Shinobi ninja. And after 92, you should be able to afford Glue Storm. This guy's awesome. And now for 93, you're going to want to use a Grand Sabo a few seconds after the round starts, and a Glue Storm. The reason we get Glue Storm here is because it allows your Shinobis and Jerry Fires to do a lot more damage, while also allowing them to pop DDTs a lot easier. And then for 94, place another Jerry Fire and Glue Storm right at the start of the round. Don't use a Grand Sabo here because you need to save that for 95. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, the only thing we're going to buy from now until round 100 is 2 Genies on 98. So, feel free to spend money on whatever you like. You have almost 20k to spend on it, so yeah, feel free to do whatever. But for 95, you're going to want to use a Grand Sabo right when the DDTs come out, and about a second or 2 after that, use the Glue Storm. 95 should get absolutely melted. On 96, you can apply a Jerry Fire here. I just don't do that yet, even though you should do it now. And you're also going to want a Glue Storm off cooldown, and then you're going to use a Grand Sabo right when a lot of your shinobi ninjas start attacking the ZOMGs. This will let the ZOMGs get absolutely destroyed. Like, look at that. This is just isn't fair. And then for 97, you see me applying that Jerry Fire now, so yeah. You could have done that on 96, which, yeah, you should do. And then glue both of the vertical lanes, as this will glue both of the ZOMGs, and we kind of want them slowed down. And once both the ZOMGs are on screen, or you can just see the projectiles bouncing from one to the other, use the glue storm. Look at them absolutely get melted by our fire demon army. 98's pretty easy. Just double Genie, and use a Grand Sabo right about off cooldown. Same thing with the glue storm. You're going to off cooldown it. Oh yeah, and there are a few Geraldo items that feel free to apply or use them. Like, just anything that isn't a Jerry Fire or a Rejuve Potion, you can use. You have the money. Like, I use Pickles and a Sharpening Stone here, but it's not entirely needed. Save that Jerry Fire for round 99, though. You will need it. Because on round 99, your Bloon Jitsu Jerry Fires will expire. So place one on it for 99, and then use a Rejuve Potion to get your abilities back. Grand Sabo when the DDTs come out, or slightly before that, and use a Glue Storm. And then for 100, apply a Jerry Fire to your other Bloon Jitsu, and if you want to deal some extra bad damage, you can use some Maelstroms to do it, but it's not needed. Here, I just use a Rejuve Potion, and use a Glue Storm right when the insides pop. And if you've done this correctly, you should now have your Ouch Chimps Black Border with an incredibly cool and underrated strategy. I hope this guide helped you out. Have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye.
I've been waiting for you.